Yo guys, what is up? It's Teach here, coming at you again with another video, and I am going to show you, like I told you, I've got this little mini-series idea, and I'm going to show you how to start up, or at least the best way to start up, as a level 1 Bob in each biome of Genesis. Now, we've done Bog already, so if you haven't checked that one out, make sure you check that one out, but we are going to move on to Arctic right now. Arctic is actually a lot of fun to start in. It's actually a really good starting point. As long as you can get some fortitude pretty quick, you're good to go. It's actually probably, in my opinion, the safest of the 5. Ocean's pretty safe a lot of the time, but you can't get resources. But we're going to go into the Arctic. So let's go ahead and spawn ourselves in right now. And I'm going to show you kind of how to get everything basically set up and started. And we are going to go from level 1. And as you see, we are a naked Bob on the beach. And there's my server rules, all that stuff. If you want to join the server, I will leave a link below. But this is actually a perfect spawn. Let me go ahead and show you on the map. So we're kind of on the left middle side. This is a great area to be because this lake that you see right here, for some reason, there's a lack of predators that spawn on it. And it's a great zone to start up because there's a mission right off the bat should you want to do it. And that'll give you some levels, all that kind of fun stuff. But it's also cold right now, so getting some clothes is the first thing you want to do, and some fortitude. So that's one of the first things you want to get open on this map. Come on now. So picking bushes, I know it sounds like it's stupid, but it's one of the first things you should link yourself to doing. So we're going to go ahead and increase our fortitude just a touch. We're going to make ourselves some cloth clothing because even though it seems foolish, every little bit helps when you're freezing. Come on. And we're still freezing. And we're still losing 0.2 a second-ish, give or take. So you just want to dump everything if you're going to start over. And ooh, is that an otter? I haven't seen an otter in quite a while. Hello, cute otter. So you want to crank everything into fortitude and try and keep yourself alive, because inevitably you're going to die a bunch of times because this area does have a freezing cold biome effect, which kind of sucks. So just crank your fortitude. That's the best thing you can do. During the daytime, looks like it's currently nighttime out because it is. It's freezing cold at night, and there's not much you can do except for do your best to survive. During the daytime, it's actually doable. You can get yourself a fire if you want to do that. I usually wait a life or two before I actually do anything important. I kind of just like run around and try and level a little bit because inevitably, I'm just warning you, you're gonna end up dying. There's nothing you can really do about that. But cranking up that fortitude is big time. So what we're going to do is you can see that I am already super low. Crafting some things is not necessarily a bad idea. We're going to go ahead and do this as well. Eat some of that. And I'm going to end up dying via something here. Come on, give me a tree so I can at least get a little bit XP from making that stuff. So, you do want to end, just to give you some areas to spawn in, try and end left middle or the right middle. The top and bottom spawns, in my opinion, have a ton of predators. That just means you're going to get smoked, and I don't enjoy getting thwacked in this game, so I try and avoid that. So, just so you can see, even 50 fortitude isn't enough to survive the night. You genuinely have to, and there's my first death. It'll probably be 2 or 3 more before I get up and running. So Arctic, respawn random location. Let's see where we are. Oh, we're left middle again. Nice, right in the same spot. Sweet. So we should be able to pick our stuff up, get ourselves a little bit of a head start. And boom shakalaka. So another reason that I like spawning in this zone, you can see it behind me, a lot of Megaloceros spawn in this region. And Megaloceros give you a ton of hide, like an excessively large amount of hide. Well, that's a 174. That's a high-level Megaloceros. Okie dokie. Alright, so we're going to get ourselves wood, thatch, get some flint if I can find a rock anytime soon. Please give me a rock. Oh, I am not freezing anymore. This is good news. This is very good news. Now I just need to find a rock. I don't think this is destroyable. Oh, it is. Nice. Alright, so, going to get our basic tools up and running. Gotta back up one of those. There we go, there we go. Get a campfire almost immediately. And we're gonna get ourselves just a small hut, because I know it sounds stupid, but if you can get a hut right off the bat, one of the best things you can do for yourself is just hide in the hut with a fire on when it's too cold. And as long as you've got that fire cooking, you're making charcoal for the long run anyways. So that's something that's not bad to do. And again, another tip for when you're starting this, do not stop collecting things. If you stop collecting things, you lose, because that's just something you don't want to do. Alright, what level are you? 60. We are going to end up getting to him eventually. I think it's like level 15 for a bow, so you gotta level up just a touch before you actually end up getting access to that kind of stuff. Alright, now we've got a little bit of survivability. Increase that weight up. Now obviously I have an increased weight stat, but I'm also not placing anything down yet. Alright, so one of the best things you can do is you see that we're next to this lake kind of location next to us here. And you want to build up the hill just a touch. Now the reason behind that is down here you have all the basic resources that you need. But sometimes you need more than that. And you can see there's somebody's 1x1 right there. You want to end up a little up the hill just a touch because there is a lot of metal up here. And metal is not exactly easy to find in this biome. You have to go to the hills for it. So being next to the hills for your base is not a bad choice. And towards the end of this, just so you know, we are going to run the mission for the fishing mission, because that's like an easy peasy way to get ourselves some XP, all that kind of stuff. I'll kind of like speed through it though, but you get hexagons from the shop, and that's one of the things I love about this game. Hexagons make the... Ooh, dodos! There's free hide. Yes, please. I will take that all day. If you ever see a dodo early game, the simple rule is do not tame it. You need to massacre the said dodo for a tide. Alright, come here, buddy. I am sorry about this. In a better time, I would have tamed you. 66. There we go. Come here, my friend. You will be my friend, and I will name you Dodo. I'll put you on my wall, and it'll be great. Okay, so 2 dodos, and that should give us enough hide to get started. We just need a bed, really. 3 dodos. Make my day. Alright. So now we can truly do what I wanted to and make that bed and go up the hill. Okay. So, you can see this hill right here. There's 2 ways to go up the hill, in my opinion, that work pretty well. There's a little stream that goes up, and this stream is a great way to kind of start off. I don't go down in there because that's like the start of the stream. I usually take it this little mountainside up to the right, and I'm going to place my base at the foot of the next stream up, and that's always a good way to go about it as well. Alright, so we're not even going to crank our health, because in this biome, it's like the only thing you really need to worry about is something that's avoidable, and that's the cold. Sometimes there will be dire wolves, and you'll occasionally get a cougar in the woods. Raptors don't really happen. At least I've never seen one in this biome. I might be wrong. They might spawn here. But this side of the map, for some reason, I very rarely do actually get predators that spawn. So, pretty safe area. Alright, and there's a Therizino. There is something that is actually concerning. So, notice how I'm going to go to this edge over here. You can kind of see that I could go over this way, and I'll show you what is over here. But I don't really want to. It's just going to be a waste of my time if I do. But oh well, why not? I'll just show you. So you can see we're starting to get to like these steeper mountainsides, and that's a good thing, because when you're at the steeper mountains, it kind of allows you to get access to that metal like I was talking about earlier. So we just came from over there, but we're trying to get around this hillside to the top of it is our goal right now, just so you know. Come on now. And as we go, it's always a good idea to pick up some extra resources, wood, stuff like that. Ooh, that is a really pretty Therizino. Oof. Oh no, Therizino. Therizino, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I don't want to play with you. You can stay away from me. You can go the other way. That would be much appreciated. Alright, so now begins our little mini mission up the hill. And we are still freezing cold, so we're losing a little bit of health. Okay. There we go. Run around this Therizino. Have no need to fight him. Have the hide we need, so we're not concerned about that. Alright. Now right around here we should be able to go up this hill, which is the goal. Around this corner. And again, as you go, keep picking up stuff, because everything is useful early game. I think this is probably not the easiest zone to start up in, But when it comes to people finding you, it's impossible to find somebody in this zone because there are so many trees, storms happen all the time, and it's just a major pain in the rear to try and find anybody in the zone in a PvP perspective. So, we should be right around the corner to this. Yep, we are. Going up region. You can hear the storm in front of us. If you can get inside of that, it's really hard to find somebody. So if you ever need to lose somebody, it's a good place to do it. And also, if you can find the storm, that's where the Ferox spawn in. You can see it down there in front of me. And I am freezing because I'm technically in the freezing storm right now, but oh well. So if we needed to heal ourselves, we could toss down a couple of fires, and that's a good way to do it. And I'll kind of show you how to do that right now. Not too bad. Crank up some of this stone and flint. And make a campfire or two. There we go. So what you can do, toss down a campfire, and you see I'm freezing cold now, but we can actually change that pretty quick. Oh wow, a little bit of lag there. Alright, let's put down like 6 fire. Another 6. And you can see it's already changing. So this is a good way to heal yourself up, especially if you just need to do something quickly and gain some health back. I don't necessarily need it right now, but you could also just cook some meat for a little bit of a break here, because you do not gain health back at all when you're freezing cold, and you do not gain health back fast when you're cold. It takes much, much longer. You can see how much quicker my health goes up when I'm near the fire. And then also, when you're cooking your meat, you actually gain health back. If one of these cooks, I'll show you what that looks like. There it goes. And I just ate that, and you can see my health just jumps way, way, way up. So, quite helpful. Alright, we're going to go ahead and pick that, though, because I don't need that at that point in time. But you can make little stops like this, and it helps you get to the places you need to go. There's somebody's PvP bubble. Alright. So, we're sticking to this until we can find a little bit of metal. It looks like I may have found some. Yes, I did. So there we go. So this is where we're going to start our little base up. We just wanted to run until we ran into some metal, and there we are. So what you can do, and this is my opinion for what I do, I usually tuck my house right up against the edge of this mountainside, and it's really hard to see you. So even if you're only building in thatch, people aren't really going to notice you, and you can hide pretty darn well. Just like that. And then because you're against the mountainside, you don't really, I mean, you can build walls around you, and that will help you out, but you don't have to, and it's entirely up to you. So, I might even be able to make some wood. Yes, I can. More XP. Alright, so, what you want to do is once you've got your house set down, just start clearing the basic stuff up, and you're good to go. And we've got our berries, we've got access to stone. Pretty much everything you need is in this biome. There's nothing that's super hard to find. I have yet to locate silica pearls here, so you will have to travel to a different zone to do that. But you can even find obsidian. If you get on top of the mountain behind me, that is a good way to go about that. So we are back inside our little hut, and we have our wood walls. I don't care if we have to use thatch ceiling. That's not a huge deal at this moment in time, as long as we have access to this. This is the important part, a wall. Alright. Boop. And we just need to get ourselves some more wood, and we will have a little hut. And the hut does provide you some insulation, so if it's super cold out, you can go inside your hut, which can be quite useful. And then I forgot to mention the next part that we were going to do. So once you get all your wood and access to all this kind of stuff, a lot of people forget about this. In the early game, it is so OP to use this. It's something that you basically need to do right away. So if you see a glitch, like you see right up here, get it. Get the glitch. If you can get the glitch, what'll happen is you get that 1,000 hexagons. And 1,000 hexagons early game is super awesome. So you can see we're up above right now. And we're just off to the left-hand side. I think I went the wrong way, but oh well, we're starting in the same zone. So you could have saved a lot of time and just taken this little bridge across to where I am now. Note to self. Did not know that. So, this glitch is in the same spot on every map. It's a great starter's glitch. And 1,000 hexagons is big time. Let me show you. Stop. I always enjoy these things.
Well, she was obsessed, if I'm being honest.
Basically talks about people spamming maps up. Oh man.
No, I don't know how that's possible. I reckon that's why it made the glitch.
Wow, pretty cool. So anyways, and what's really kind of funny about these glitches, if you read them, is it's actually built to kind of show people things that are wrong with the game. There's one glitch that talks about spamming. That one right there talks about glitches as in people like finding PvP problems and like how to break structures and break down stuff. So, pretty cool. Alright, so we're going to get some more wood so we can build the rest of our house because that would be big time. We are not going to be high enough level to make stone structure, but that's not a huge deal. The entire way back, we're going to hit all these trees, because getting trees is important. And one more tree. Get some fiber on the way back, too. And you'll notice it's even hard for me to locate my own house, which is kind of funny to think about. And I don't think we're going to have a ramp unlocked yet, are we? Ramp? Oh, we do. Nice. So, and then we're going to go ahead and make some more foundations, some thatch foundations, because I don't care that much about this place. We just need somewhere to be inside. Alright, so you can see we're cold right now. Not a huge deal, but could be better. No, not what I wanted to do. Let's make 2 more. Just to, I can probably make wood. More XP is always a good thing. And then get us some walls, and I'll show you how much of a difference it makes. 23 is way too much, but oh well. The higher level stuff you make, the more insulation until you get to metal you get, so always a good thing to have that around. You can already see that I am not cold at all, even though I'm technically inside of a storm. And wood wall, wood wall. Let's go ahead and cancel making those. We'll do 2 more wood foundations, and then we can actually work on our house. Okay, drag these over to our hotbar. And we're just going to replace these because it's good to have wood as the extra insulation instead of not have it. And we can, if we want to, just close off this wall right here, and it'll increase our installation instantaneously. But I don't care that much about it because I just want a house to exist. Oop. And now we have a roof over our heads. You don't get the roof bonus, or actually you do as soon as so see this over here. So there's that. That's the bonus we're looking for. And we've cranked up that high enough, so we're okay. Alright, so now we got to see what we can make. So we have a campfire. Even though it gives away your position, and a lot of people complain about this early game, I think it's really important to have access to one of them real quick. In my opinion, at least. Get a bed going, and then we should be pretty close to unlocking Smithy, I want to say. I don't remember. Nope, not quite yet. What about Forge? Nope, don't have it quite yet. So we're just leveling now. So, we've got our little setup going. I'm shocked I did this in one life. This is the first time I've done this in one life. Alright, so there's that. There's that. There's that. What I would encourage you to do, because early game it's really nice to have access to a warm little hut to go back to, just give yourself some fire in here, because first off, cook that meat up. You can split it between the two. Doesn't really matter all that much. And boom. And you just want to keep leveling and doing this kind of stuff here. So I'm level 18. Let's go ahead and do Fortitude. Why not? I like to... Now I am on a modded server, so I will mention that ahead of time, but I'm sure you're already aware of that at this point. But I like to, ahead of time, get all my stuff and resources ready. So I'm going to have a box here in a second. What just happened there? Okay, box. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and replace this. Go ahead and replace this. And now we have a full wood house. Not that hard to do. I accidentally hit that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take this guy and place him right next to our mortar and pestle right here. You can access this. It's good to make spark powder right off the bat, in case you're curious. I enjoy that at least, because then you're cranking out stuff. So, and you do have your box ready, so you can do that kind of stuff if you need to. Let me get some stone. Is that a bear in front of me? Of course it is. So, stay away from the bears. They are territorial, so they will leave you alone from distance, but if you get super close to them, they do get territorial and run after you. But this is why we're in this spot. So with access to metal, like you see right here, you're eventually going to get some with a pick. It doesn't go very fast usually, but there you go. And let's go ahead and level up health now, because we're starting to get to the point where we need to do that. Let's see if we can make a forge. Oh, we can, level 20. I don't think I have Smithy unlocked yet, though. Oh, we do have Smithy. Alright, so... And you can see that this little thing here hides the fire pretty well, because you're in the corner, and people can't use flyers on this map, so it's really hard to locate bases that are hidden like this. If you wanted to, you could essentially leave some of your... let me make a forge before I continue to say this. And we just need one. But if you wanted to, you could leave the trees close to your house so it hides it even more. But that's entirely up to you if you want to do that or not. Okay, so kept some wood for this. Let's split it in half and start cooking us some metal up. So, and it did not work as well as I wanted it to. There we go. Okay, so you can make more than one forge. I mean, I'm not gonna, because I want to waste my very valuable resource of hide because we don't have very much. We are going to have to find access to more hide, unfortunately. And there were dodos nearby. I don't remember where said dodos were, but that's what we're going to go hunting right now. You could also make a bow and start bowing things, because you do get additional XP from killing things, more so than harvesting stuff. So let's see if we do that real quick. Bow and arrow. Arrow. There it is. It's just, how many can we make? 13? That'll do. That's a good start. Alright, so we are now in the zone, and there's a deer. Let's see if the deer, and you can make a bola with 6, so I should have just enough. Yep. Okay, so if you can make a bola earlier, that's totally a good thing to do, because keeping things immobile while you attack them is much, much easier. Go ahead and place everything we need down there. What level are you, deer? Because I am not going to be able to keep up with you if you're a high level. Oh, it's a 30. Okay, I can do this. So, deer do get bowled. So, bola that thing. And just sit here and do this. And 13 arrows should be enough to take this guy out. And you will get a lot of these arrows back, which is beneficial. And this should be it. There it is. So, got the XP for it, got 11 arrows back because we did it quickly, and boom, we have the hide we need. So let's go ahead and see if we can, how much does a smithy cost? Ingot is 5, we have just enough hide, and then we can get access to a metal pick, and we are started and good to go. So, anyways, that is how easy this zone can be. Obviously, things could happen. You could run into a wolf. You could do that stuff. I just suggest they'll puppy guard your stuff, so just make a new stuff. Early game, as long as you can do what I did and get a house down, that's the important side of things right there. That's really all you have to do. And it's that easy. So, let's see if we have enough. We do. Make my day. Smithy. Let me go ahead and close that up, so that way nothing can get in here. Now, you can be destroyed by wolves and stuff like that in a wood house, so be careful about that. Nothing you should concern yourself with a ton, but just be careful about it. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and transfer everything over here and see if we can make a pick. What do I need? Hide. Of course I need more hide. Okay, so we're going to make a bola, I think, and that's going to be how we're going to do this, in order to sort out this situation. Alright, so put that guy down there. Bola. And we're going to go ahead and hunt again. So, oh, did I put that too close? Oh, that's frustrating. So, yeah, we are minimalizing everything we do here. There. Yep, now we're good. Let's get that bola out. Alright, now let's go hunting. So we need one more thing. And what level is this bear? I don't really want to get really close and find out, but I might have to. We're going to stay away from him and call it good. So, towards this lake, we're going to go back down towards it, and we're going to see if we can find ourselves some lower level tames or some dodos. Because a little bit more... Is that a dodo down there? It is a dodo. Or no, it's a kairuku. Lovely. Penguins. And dodos. Happy day. Only level 32. So, fire is very useful versus things. It does burn them over time, so you can use that if you need to. So, Kairuku, you're going to get some poly out of this, which is awesome early game. Obviously, you see dodos here too, so that's that. And back up to the base, we should be able to make what we need, and that'll pretty much end the episode, because that gives you the starter that you need right there. Because once you have this stuff, it's entirely up to you how you proceed. In my opinion, usually what I do is once I have my little base, I go for my first couple of tames, something that'll allow me to get around easier, maybe a Megaloceros just to move, because there are no flyers here. So that kind of stuff is O to the P. Alright, let's transfer everything over, and then get us a pick. And then show you the metal access you instantaneously have, and we are off for the books. Check that out. Now we are talking. So a lot of people think this zone is really hard, but if you can survive those first couple of deaths, because you're going to have to die a few times, it's really an awesome zone, because there is metal all over the place. You just have to find the right locations. They tend to cluster in about 5 or 6, but you don't need 5 or 6 early game anyways. And just like that, 234 metal, we are good to go. Just like you see here. And we've got access to everything we need. So your tame is first, and then you got a fishing mission right down the hill. Can't complain about that. Alright, anyways, hopefully this little video helps you out. We got the food because we are hungry. And other than that, teach out.